sure that you all had the house rules explained to you. I don't know whether you have. If you have, that doesn't matter because I'm going to tell you one more time. Now, you all thought you'd just pay your money for your ticket, come, have a nice dinner, sit back and be entertained, and that would be it. No such luck. You all have a job to do. And if you do your job right, it'll help us do our job up here. Now, I'm going to explain to you how this goes. Okay, you're going to be introduced to a few characters tonight, and before you see them on stage, you're going to hear a little piece of music. And when you hear that piece of music, you have a response, okay? I'm going to show you how it works. The first character that you're going to be introduced to tonight is Pearl Trueheart. She's the damsel, okay? Before she comes out on stage, you're going to hear a piece of music that goes like this. Just like that. Pretty, huh? Okay, now look down over here. I don't know if you can see it. There's a sign that shines a light right over here. And see the sign? See? So that's kind of how it goes. That's what you say. Okay, good and loud. We're going to test you out. We're going to hear the music, and as the music goes, I'm going to give you a high sign. When I give you the high sign, everybody goes, oh, just like that. Okay, everybody ready? Yeah. Everybody ready? Yeah. Oh, that's better. I thought I was going deaf. Okay, here we go. Ready? Okay, that's pretty good. We'll let that go. Gotta work on getting together, though. Okay, here we go. The next person you're going to be introduced to is Fester Whiplash. He's who we call the villain. Okay? Now, before he comes out on stage, you're going to hear a piece of music that sounds like this. Just like that. Now let's look over at the sign, see what the sign says. That's right. Oh, that's right. Now, if you're inclined, you can hiss, too, just like that. Pick one, go with it. One or the other, boo, hiss. Not right now. Let me give you the high sign. We'll practice together. Okay? Okay. Okay? Oh, well, there we are. We're getting with it. Here we go. Oh, that sounds very nice. Y'all are doing just fine. Very good. Okay. The last person you're going to be introduced to is Habsburg Chinley. He's the hero, the good guy, the one that we want to win and save the day. When he comes on stage, you're going to hear a piece of music that goes like this. Just like that. Okay, let's shine the light over. Look at the sign. That's right. Oh, y'all are good. Okay, here we go. Let's practice it with the music. Very nice. I am sincerely impressed. Right. Yes, indeed. Now, you have to be careful with that particular piece of music because you might hear it at some time other than when the hero comes on stage, like when something real good happens in the course of the show. So be listening, all right? Good. Now, before we get started, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tremble Trueheart, feeble but faithful uncle of Miss Pearl Trueheart, poor but proud proprietress of this troubling but creative sewing factory. Miss Pearl employs homeless but hopeful young sisters to do the sewing in her factory, which specializes in fast but fastidious fashions. At the present time, she has 8 sisters in her employ. Now I, and only I, am the only person who knows the secret behind this hapless but handsome truth. But I am sworn to protect this secret with my life, such as it is. But I can tell you this. The message that was hidden in the passage was forbidden, but the letter to be trusted is much wetter and is rusted. Doesn't mean anything to me either. Hark! I hear Miss Pearl and her girls coming out for their daily aerobic session before settling down to sewing. Oh.
Come along now, girls. Pick up those dainty little feet. We must get our blood flowing we'll be sewing since we're owing the rent.
The rent? The rent? The rent? The rent? The rent? The rent? Rent? The rent?
The rent. It's due today.
Today?
Today.
You see, Miss Pearl's factory is owned by Fester Whiplash, virile but venomous owner of all the buildings on this street. He and his skillful but scruffy crew carry on the work at Pickles R Us, just across the way there. Now I, and only I, am the only person who knows the secret behind his acquisition of this factory. But I have sworn myself to secrecy. But I can tell you this. The message that was hidden in the passage was forbidden. But the letter to be trusted is much wetter and is rusted. Oh, Miss Pearl and her girls are ready for aerobics.
Here we go.
This much we're knowing, all day we'll be sewing. There's no time to crimp and to curl. The rent we're owing, so we must get going. We'll try to do our best for Miss Pearl. Essie Tallulah, afraid of you are. Josephine Lula, Jessica now, and Isabella, Lucinda Della, Elvira Stella, Agnes. There weren't any pretty names left when they got to me.
Get those fingers moving, girls. We have an order for 746 white shirts to sew today so that we can pay the rent.
We get so phobic about being so aerobic. We'd rather meet those guys that were there, who earn their nickels, packing those pickles. We say our names to show that we care. Essie Tallulah, afraid of you are. Josephine Lula, Jessica now, and Isabella, Lucinda Della, Elvira Stella, Agnes.
All right, girls, back to work. Needles flashing in and out, over and under, round about.
I could sew too, Pearl, if that would be any help.
Oh, no. Dear Uncle Trimble, we can manage, but you are such a comfort to me, as if you really were a blood relative.
You see, those gals haven't yet met the guys that work over there at Pickles R Us. Mark my words, they won't be so eager once they have met them. Oh, if only we could find that letter to be trusted, why, everything would be different because, oh, wait, here they come.
Bad and we get even badder each day. The pickles we eat are what makes us that way. Pickles for breakfast and pickles for lunch. No wonder we are such a mean-looking bunch. All day we are packing those pickles
Forget girls. You got work to do.
But they were purty.
We don't get to see nothing much pretty around here. We just wanted to check them out.
Curses. I was hoping to keep those boys from seeing those girls. I'll just have to keep them tied to their pickle packing tables. I'm doubling your production quota today. But now, on to a more pleasant task. To collect the rent. I don't think Miss Pearl has it. Miss Pearl, could you come out here, dear?
Yes, Mr. Whiplash?
I've come to collect the rent. Right now.
Oh, now, isn't that a coincidence? I was just going to come out here and talk with you about that, Mr. Whiplash. You see, I don't have the rent for you right now.
You don't have it? What did I tell you?
But I will have it for you soon. You see, we have an order for 746 white shirts to sew today. And we'll have it soon. I mean, if you could just give us until tomorrow.
Tomorrow, tomorrow, we'll have it tomorrow. Just give us a day's leeway. Tomorrow, tomorrow, we'll beg, steal, or borrow, but you can be sure we'll pay.
Tomorrow! Tomorrow! I love it when they grovel. I must have the rent.
He must have the rent. He must have the rent.
Today.
I can't pay the rent.
She can't pay the rent. She can't pay the rent.
Today.
Well, let me put it this way, my dear lady. If you can't pay the rent
Can't pay the rent. Can't pay the rent.
today, then I'll have to confiscate all your property, including those shirts and the needles and...
The girls, boss.
Oh, and the girl! They'll probably be able to pack pickles in these guys anyway. All day long, you'll be up to your elbows in vinegar.
Never.
Then pay the rent.
I can't pay the rent
She can't pay the rent. She can't pay the rent.
until tomorrow.
Well, then I'm taking over the factory. Men, drag these girls to our factory.
I told you those gals wouldn't like those guys once they got a good look at them.
You villain!
Villain? You call me a villain? You wound my gentle heart, Miss Pearl. I've just come to demand the rent that's due me.
You are a vile, vicious villain!
Ah, but even villains need a little TLC, Miss Pearl. Have a heart. When a villain is engaged in his employment, applauding his felonious little ways, his capacity for innocent enjoyment, is just as great as any decent man. Our true feelings we with difficulty smother. When there's villainous duty to be done. Oh, take one consideration with another. A villain's lot is not a happy one. No. When villainous duties to be done. A villain's lot is not a happy one. Let's get this fair young maiden packing pickles, boys.
Over my dead body!
If that's the way you want it. Well, at least somebody here is sensible. As for the rest of you, until you're willing to work, we will put you in the cage.
Not the cage!
We've just got to find that letter to be trusted that's much wetter and is rusted.
With a sense of deep emotion, I approach this painful scene, for I never had a notion anyone could be so mean. To look at these girls so blameless, what but villainy so shameless? See these maidens young and pliant, victims of such evil guile. See the villain all defiant, wear a supercilious smile. Oh, for rent that can't be paid him, their sweet pleading can't persuade him. Oh, for rent that can't be paid him, our sweet pleadings can't persuade him. Hark, I hear loud footsteps near. Someone's coming to our aid. He will make the villain sneer, turn into a meek charade.
It's only Agnes.
Oh, alas, our hope is vanished, and our thoughts of escape have vanished.
Alas, our hope is vanished, and our thoughts of escape have vanished.
Agnes, how could you have betrayed us so cruelly?
Miss Pearl, how could you think I would ever betray you? I simply decided that I could be of more use if I weren't locked up.
Quick thinking, indeed.
Now that I have gained Fester's trust, I've been able to sneak back to the instant thimble and bring back a few items which may be of use to us.
Look, Miss Pearl, she brought the shirt fabric, the needles, the thimbles, and the threads. Now we can sew the 746 shirts, complete the order, and pay the rent.
I hate to burst their happy balloon, but I'm sure that blustering Blister Fester will keep us from completing the order when he finds we have the supplies. So I must resist his pickle-packing offer no matter what he threatens, so they can sew in secret. Faster than a speeding bullet. No, that's Superman. Faster than they've ever sewn before. So we can go.
Wait, Miss Pearl, there's more. I used some fabric scraps from the instant thimble to fashion a crude but help sign, which I affixed to the top of this roof. Surely someone is bound to spot it and save us.
Oh, Agnes, what a brave and true little heart you have. How could I ever have doubted you?
It's not hard when we're in here and she's out there.
Hark! What did I tell you? Someone's coming.
Uncle Trimble, how did you get in here?
I found a sewer pipe I could fit through. I crawled, slithered on my belly like a salamander, carrying this axe between my teeth the whole way.
Our hero! But your poor back.
Oh, has never felt better. Now, if I can just find some way to break this lock with this axe. Then again, I could be overstating a bit.
So, you thought you could rob me of my security interest, did you? Seize him. What will it take to convince you that you cannot thwart my plans to take over your establishment? You will pack pickles, my pretty, or you and your little wards will languish in the cage forever! Agnes, come here, my little cucumber. Let me show you how to prepare an eviction notice.
Yes, dear Uncle Fester.
Sweet child, how you make me yearn for the daughter I lost at sea so long ago.
If only we could find that letter to be trusted.
What do you mean, Uncle Trimble?
I reckon it's time I reveal that secret. Mr. Whiplash was at one time a pillar of the community, a wonderful husband and loving father to a newborn child.
No!
Yes,
But what could have made him into such a foul villain?
Fester's father-in-law, Herschel Herring, the former owner of both Pickles R Us and the building that now houses the Instant Thimble, took his daughter and granddaughter, Fester's wife and child, on a sea voyage. Fester stayed behind to mind the business. Shortly after their departure, a terrible storm swamped the boat. Fester's father-in-law barely managed to swim back to shore, but Fester's wife and child were never seen again.
No!
Yes.
How tragic!
Oh, yes. I was a young dock worker at the time, and I found Fester's father-in-law washed up alongside the pier. He whispered to me, the message that was hidden in the passage was forbidden, but the letter to be trusted is much wetter and is rusted.
What does that mean?
I didn't find out. He expired in my arms. But shortly after that, Fester Whiplash, his heart shriveled with grief, claimed to have found his father-in-law's will behind the mirror in the hall of his home.
The message in the passage!
Exactly. In his will, Captain Herring left everything to his closest living relative, which was Fester. From that day on, he's been the vile, greedy monster that you know.
Who could blame him? Especially I, who lost my own mother at sea so long ago, and have only this locket to remember her by.
But there's a difference, Pearl. You have spent your life in the care of poor, homeless orphans, much the same way that I cared for you. Oh, but enough talk. We must find some means of escape. But how?
David's Uncle Trimble.
We must hope that some passerby sees the help sign on the roof.
And so, when I saw the help sign affixed to the roof of this building, I suspected something might be afoot. I've heard of factories like this where young people are forced to work as slaves, so I alerted the labor board.
And that's where I come in. When Mr. Chinley
No,
informed...
call me Habsburg.
Thank you. When the Habsburg...
My friends call me Happy.
decided to investigate immediately.
Of course you did, miss.
A clipboard. A Clara clipboard.
Such a melodious name. Well, my Miss Clipboard, as you can see, no violations are taking place here. The help sign you saw on the roof is part of a help wanted sign that we started to paint this morning. Yes, we were painting it this morning. We were painting it
And?
this morning.
What else? I don't believe you.
Well,
I think that you're trying to dissemble from us, sir.
Do you think my eyes are lovely?
oh, very lovely indeed.
Thank you.
In fact,
Thank you
they're the loveliest eyes I've ever seen.
Thank you, Mr. Whiplash. That's very kind of you, sir. Happy, I think everything is perfectly in order here. Perfectly.
Call me Mr. Chinley. Miss Clipboard, I don't presume to tell you your job, but you seem to be overlooking this rather large cage filled with young women sewing white shirts.
Curses! Slash, slime, slither, get those shirts!
Mr. Whiplash, did you think you could win me to your cause with flattery?
My dear Miss Clipboard, I don't presume to influence you with flattery, but with cold, hard cash.
Great Scott! A bribe!
How dare you insult me in this manner? My usual bribe is at least twice that amount.
Miss Clipboard, I'm shocked. I've tried to work within the confines of the law, and the law has betrayed me. I can see now that the only way to free these girls and rectify this situation is through brute force.
No, let's not be hasty, Happy.
That's Habsburg Chinley to you, villain. Prepare yourself for a sound thrashing. What?
Who's thrashing now, Mr. Habsburg Chinley? Come on, men. I'll show you where to get rid of those shirts.
Quick, now's our chance. But there's nobody to help us now, so we'll have to help ourselves. Get the needles, now pick the lock. Pick, 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 pick. Break. Oh.
Pick, 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 break. Oh! 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 Pick, 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 pick. Click. Okay!
Clear out, don't shout, just get away. Don't wait, our fates in disarray. Just run, each one, this very day. We'll sew and sew and pay the rent, such class.
You're caught and cannot pay the rent.
Alas,
It's time to put a stop to all this. Now, where is my darling little Agnes?
Right here, dear Uncle Fester.
Treacherous, perfidious child! You alone I have trusted these long, lonely years, and you have betrayed me. For this you will pay. I'm going to throw her in the pickle vat.
Stop, you villain! How could you murder an innocent child?
As my own innocent child was lost to me, so this little backstabber will be lost to you. different will with the same air. That old fool had been at sea too long. Not that it matters. All of his living relatives, except for me, had been lost at sea.
Not so fast, Fester. Pearl, when I found you washed up on shore those many years ago, you were lying in a box marked herring pickles.
A packing crate bearing the name of a pickle factory I took over and renamed. So what?
But it wasn't a packing crate. It was a steamer trunk. Herschel Herring's steamer trunk. You are Herschel Herring's granddaughter, thought to be lost at sea.
Truly, Uncle Trumbull?
Yes, I have kept this secret these many years until the will could be found.
A likely story. Not that any court on earth would believe it, Tremble.
Pearl, give me your locket. Here, Fester. Do you recognize this person?
Can it be? Oh, glorious heaven! My dear departed wife. Then it must follow that Pearl is my long-lost daughter.
And heir to the Herring estate as the only living blood relative of Captain Herring.
Father?
I don't deserve that title. When I lost my family, I thought I lost everything. I tried to steel my heart to the pleas of those I should have helped. But such a folly, Miss Pearl, can you ever forgive me? When a villain's face to face with his redemption, a pondering a fearsome judgment day, a tendency to serious introspection, should lead him to pursue a better way. For inside each evildoer lies a hero, for a hero lives inside of everyone. Simply put aside your sadness and your fear, for there's plenty of heroics to be done. A hero lies inside of everyone, and there's plenty of heroics to be done. Come on, men.
Oh, Father!
Oh, daughter.
Oh, brother.
Don't be cynical, girls. He's become a different man. It's too late to change the past, Father, but never too late to change the future.
Darling daughter, turmoil of your youth has left you smart and wise. And your willingness to forgive even my deep, darkest deeds has restored my shriveled, shrunken soul to its former glory. Men, come and release these fair young maidens.
We have decided to keep these white shirts.
Wow, I see a change in all our futures.
Wait! Now that we have these white shirts, we're all going on missions. Ching, ching, ching.
Well, now our story is finished, and I, unburdened from this secret I've carried all these years, can once again stand tall and straight. Maybe not. But good has won out over evil. What? Even Pearl and her former felon father, Fester, are planning to combine their two establishments
We'll call it Pickles and Pearls.
and make a home for their homeless but happy orphans.
We'll build a cottage
sit
Right there by that cottonwood tree,
so cozy looking.
and full of good cooking. A cottage just for you and for me. And
Esita Luman, afraid of you are Josephine Luman,
Jessica Nell and Isabella,
Liz Della,
Elvira Stella, Agnes.
We'd really like to thank everyone who participated in this activity. It's been wonderful, and I hope you've really enjoyed it. And I can't see my notes here. On the back of your program, we have some special thank yous to people, and I'd like to read those. And if we could clap at the end, that'd be great. The East Pasadena Ward Relief Society, the Young Men's Organization, Ventview Window Products, Pasadena Playhouse, Hughes Markets, Albertsons. We'd also like to thank Pat Wheeler and the kitchen crew for all that they did for us. Once again, we are so appreciative of all those who participated in this, the cast, the crew, everyone who worked. There are so many people who were involved in this activity, and we're so appreciative. And believe you me, you don't go unnoticed. And we'd also like the author and the director to come out now. Hey, come out.
Jonathan, open the curtain.
Open the curtain for a second. Sorry. Technical. Okay, do you have the... Where's the... Our author, Lael Lidke. And our director and the kids know how wonderful, absolutely wonderful he is, Michael Thompson. And we would like to thank all of you for participating in this and helping us as we raise money for camp. We are able to send 8 girls to camp with this, and we really appreciate your support. We have a wonderful ward, and it's like a family, and we appreciate it. Our closing prayer will be given by Sister Darlene Tafua, and she is the mother of Jessica Nell and Agnes. And a couple of scruffy boys. I don't remember which ones they were.